Welcome back to the base.
Welcome back to the Patreon. Today we are doing the Power Hour. Frankie's excited.
I'm not.
As you can see from his face.
This is like, you know how you felt like you were really...
My asshole's wet. I said, I forgot that I spilled...
Welcome back?
I forgot that I spilled water and then I sat in it and now my asshole's so...
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know how you were really not looking forward to the one chip challenge? Mm-hmm. I am really not looking forward to this for a plethora of reasons.
Yeah.
One, I worked a long day of work.
Yes.
It's what time right now? Like 5:15, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock. What did I just say?
I don't know. But I'm tired.
Yep.
I woke up with the baby.
Yep.
Worked.
Yep.
And eventually, I need to sober up and drive home.
Yep. Yeah.
But this is what we do for you guys, the patrons.
May have to break out the sleeping bag, who knows. But anyway, for anyone who doesn't know what a Power Hour is, we're going to be drinking a shot of beer for every minute on the hour. It comes out to a few beers, I think.
60 shots. If you're measuring 1.5 ounces, that is 30 ounces. Nope, 90 ounces. Mm-hmm.
Wow,
hold on, wait.
I'm drinking more than 240s in an hour.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let's figure this out.
The math, baby.
Math is right here. This is a 12-ounce can, okay?
Yeah.
How many shots are in 12 ounces? 1.5, so it's what?
12 divided by 1.5 is 8. So every 8 minutes you have a beer?
So that's over...
That's a lot. 60 divided by 8 is 7.5 beers. I'll say this also.
Boy.
And this is, I know like I'm a little bitch or whatever, but I have literally never in my life actually finished a Power Hour.
I have.
Because I can't burp. I just get full and I'm like, I'm going to explode.
I have finished it, and I'll tell you something very, very honest. It fucked me up.
Did you piss yourself?
I didn't pee myself. Good chance I will have to stop at points in this episode to pee.
Yeah.
Because not only in preparation for this, by the way, that's the difference between being almost 30 years old and being fucking 21. Power Hour at 21, you're like, yo, I'm good. Let's do it. Wake up the next morning, do it again. Now, I ate specific foods beforehand.
You told me you did like a tea detox.
I did. I drank a whole fucking half gallon of water.
Jesus.
I am ready.
Wow. Okay. Good. Good for you.
So in addition to doing this, as you guys will be along, by the way, this is for getting to 8,500 patrons. Thank you guys for this. By the way, why am I feel like that needs to be tilted up a little bit. My head is like at the top of the...
We'll zoom you out a little bit, baby.
That's it. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, here we go.
We also came up with a series of questions
Yeah.
for each other that we answered, honestly.
I feel like we're burning daylight. We should just start now.
All right, hold on.
I'm going to start the stopwatch. It's literally every single minute.
Well, we have to start with one.
Yeah. We're going to start with one. Also, I haven't had a Coors Light
Coors Light's...
in a dog's age.
Coors Light will get you.
Coors Light's going to get you. Hope Patreon doesn't like get mad that we're drinking. Okay.
I don't think they it's the Wild West out on Patreon.
They don't watch this shit.
People are putting pussy pics.
Pussy. Oh, yeah, they do pussy on this. They do pussy on Patreon, I think.
To the patrons.
To the patrons.
God hopes we don't have to ever do this again.
And to pussy.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Quite delicious. Brings me back. But
I feel like I just drank a plastic bag.
So we're doing
This isn't
questions.
a Coors Light sponsorship. I'm going to shit on them the whole time.
We're doing questions, and the point of it is during, as we drink more, the questions will get harder to be honest about and harder to answer, but we might be more inclined to because we're drinking.
Okay.
But also, if you refuse a drink, you have to take...
An extra one?
Let's say 3 extra ones.
That's a lot.
Well,
the time is not going to... I think it's just an extra one.
No, 3 extra ones.
Okay, no.
3. So who wants to start? Do you want
you start, because I have like the time here.
Okay. When are we? How are we doing on time?
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm gonna start off with an easy one,
Okay.
Joey. You got to be honest, and if you don't want to answer, you got to take 3 more.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Good.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. You gotta take this shot.
Oh
Right now.
fuck. Okay. Joey.
Yep.
Realistically,
Yeah.
what's the least amount of money you would sell the basement yard for?
Wow.
You're done. You're like, yo, I've
I'm
done
done.
it. Like,
I'm done.
I'm done finding the spot. Like, let's just give it a Spotify or Sony or, just get rid of it and put Frankie out of work.
The the least amount of money, probably, I don't know. So you're saying like everything is like the same right now? Like let's say it's like today's evaluation.
Today's value right now. What's
Okay.
the least amount you're selling it for?
I would probably say like I don't know, anywhere from 8 to 10 million.
Wow.
But that's the least. It's also like a thing that I don't plan on doing, and nor do I have I don't know. It would be tough.
It would be financially and emotionally.
Take a shot.
Oh fuck. It'd be financially and emotionally tough for you to get rid of it right now. This is your baby.
Yeah, I don't think I would, because it's not one of those things. I mean, it is one of those things. I mean, if you could package it, but I also don't want to do that because I have plans on creating an actual like media company, I guess. So I wouldn't sell it. But again, if like Spotify or some fucking player comes along and they're like, we'll give you $10 million for exclusive rights to the show and you still get a revenue share, I would do that.
Interesting. Okay. So 8 or 10 million. Which one are you going with?
I'm gonna say 10.
Aim high. I like that.
Unless like everything sort of tapers off.
That's why you're an entrepreneur.
Unless everything starts to like taper off and then the number would come down a bit, but I don't know.
Just aim high. What are they gonna do? By the way, you're wearing a beer hat. So fucking meta of you.
I didn't even realize that.
You're
to be
so
honest.
meta.
Yeah, I know. Take a shot.
Jesus.
That one crept up.
That one-
That's the third one. I'm saying it's mid.
I've been writing down the numbers so I keep track.
Of what?
The number of shots we've taken,
Oh, okay.
so we don't forget.
Okay. My first question to you:
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
This is such a weird question because how do you you just sit there and just like talk yourself up? I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah, I know. I don't love doing that, but the center of attention is
No,
what
careful.
What? Careful. We're right here.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah.
You put fucking your name on every shirt that people wear and socks, all right? Don't talk about me being the center of attention.
It's fine.
Right there.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about myself,
Is it that you're able to take a shot? Because we have to take a shot.
Ooh, ba-ga-ga. I would realistically say, like, I saw myself getting very emotional watching something, like, I think my growth emotionally is my favorite thing about myself.
What does that mean?
Like-
Would you cry watching like a dog?
No, you want to really know?
Yeah,
You
I
really
do.
want to know so you can make fun of me?
Was it like your
I didn't
daughter or
cry.
something?
Well, no. I mean, I have with her. Like, not cried.
I would fucking hope so.
I would not cried like full out, but I got choked up. The other day, I walked past like the gay pride rally in Tom's River, and I like stopped and just stared for a second. I got choked up, and I got emotional.
Oh, dude, that's gay!
I know, it's so gay.
No, why? For what? What do you mean?
Because like
It was just nice to be like, this is like,
this is the thing now. These
Yeah.
people, oh, dumb idiot.
he just hit his head.
These it's Charlie.
Yeah.
For like
Take a shot.
so many, oh my god. For how many years were people in that community murdered and unable to express themselves, be who they were, be who they loved, and now they're just like,
Be who they loved.
I'm
That's
saying,
just
like-
hitting already.
yeah. But like, and then I was thinking like, god damn, like, and look at them out here just being like, just loving themselves and like loving people around them and just spreading positivity the best they can, despite the fact that there are still a lot of institutions that do not recognize, them, people in the community, the LGBTQIA plus. I've honestly lost track.
QIA. What is that? Until AI?
Fly like paper, get high like planes.
Oh, MIA.
Yeah. But yeah, I think my growth emotionally is something that I'm really proud of.
All right.
Are you gonna make fun of that?
No, I'm not gonna make fun of that. Why would I make fun of that?
Fucking better not.
No, I also think that kind of stuff like makes me happy too. And honestly, I mean, I briefly talked Take a Shot.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's the 7th one, by the way.
I talked about this briefly, but when we did that episode about Lil Nas X, and I was like, it's so cool to see someone who's just like that music video he put out was just fucking gay, like just
the most gay.
Yeah, it was just mad gay. And then, but it was like, it was cool to see that you could put that out, and there isn't like a crazy up. I don't know. It's just like that wouldn't have happened even like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, there would have been a completely different reaction in the media and online and like whatever. So it's good to know that we're like moving in a.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was just like something like that was just like it made me very happy.
Why
and
was
sad.
there? Why is there a Pride? Oh, it's Pride Month.
Pride Month,
I'm
dude.
a fucking idiot. I don't know.
They're out. They're
So
out and
just
about.
Out and about.
So, yeah. All right, Joey.
Yeah.
Realistically, you get married tomorrow.
Take a shot.
Fuck. Well, that's what we would be doing if you were getting married.
Yeah.
You get married tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can only name 5 groomsmen. Everyone
5?
else, everyone that's excluded will be mad at you.
No, I could do that. That's easy. If you had to cap it at 5, it would be you, Keith, Thomas, Vin. Damn, that 5th spot's pretty tough.
That's what I thought it was going to be harder. I didn't know you were going Finn.
Yeah, I mean he's
I don't know.
my brother-in-law.
Yeah, but I mean it doesn't mean you need to include him.
I fully plan on having like a 10 spot, to be honest.
You gotta. The more the merrier, in my opinion.
What would be that 5th?
The trick is to have a groomsman and have your wedding canceled. That's what I did.
That's what Frankie did.
Twice, babe.
Twice, babe. Twice, babe. Oh man, take a shot.
No.
Swear to God. I'm gonna need a new beer soon.
I need one now.
How? We take the same amount. I have like one more in here.
Oh. I guess I'm a fucking glutton.
Unless I don't know. Unless you're like beating me by centimeters here. I think the last spot I would probably give to Pete.
Wow. So
Yeah.
no Gabe, no Marco.
Well, they would,
No Espo. Espo's gonna be upset about that.
probably would, but
Espo will be he'll tackle you in a pool.
nah, because Pete, like me and Pete are pretty close, probably closer than me and Espo are currently, and he's my cousin. So
So you go.
I like that question.
You going with like the traditional, like putting family in there?
Yeah, I would definitely have like you, Keith, Thomas, and Vin are like, you know, obviously like locks.
I struggled with that because like when Becca and I were figuring everything out, I didn't put my brother, like her brother-in-law, my brother-in-laws, I guess, in there, her sister's husbands.
Take a shot.
And like I was like, should I have? By the way, I've stopped writing down the numbers.
Yeah, you should.
I've already given up.
Why are we doing this?
I'm very happy you put me as the first name, by the way.
What for like groomsmen shit?
Yeah. By the way, already gotta pee.
You and Keith are gonna split that duty. This is a fart.
Oh, as best man duty?
Yeah.
Keith and I would be very good at best man duty. Although your bachelor party would be like playing Halo in the fucking backyard.
That's not gonna happen. My bachelor party is gonna be in like 5 different cities. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you're gonna need to take some time off.
Well, yeah. Give me a raise. It'll help me now.
Oh god, we're almost at another shot. Okay. At what age do you think you were the worst? Before you answer that, take a shot.
Fuck. I already got to pee.
This is the 10-minute mark. We're 1/6 of the way in.
This is a bad game for adults. Okay. What age was the worst? Now we got to define the worst.
It's your definition.
That's really tough because I could make the argument that 15, I was the worst.
What's that, like junior in high school?
2007.
Sophomore in high school?
2007. 2007.
That's sophomore in high school.
Yeah. Think about like that age, like the things I was saying and doing and just trying to be.
Yeah, it wasn't a good Frankie era.
Or people look back fondly on that Frankie. Snowman Frank is known as an icon of the game.
Was that was before that?
It was like a year before that, but like that was still like I was wearing dog tags. Put it like that.
Dude, I wanted dog tags.
Did you?
Bad.
I got them.
I don't know why. I thought they were so cool.
But then again, I know that like
take a trip.
2013 Frank.
I'm feeling it now. Like I'm feeling a pain.
2012 Frank is not one of your favorites either. That's Prime RA Frank.
Oh my god, when you started dressing like Ed Helms in the fucking office. Frankie out of nowhere.
Out.
Like think about this, guys. Like, and this I had. Oh my god.
Oh fuck! What are you gonna say, you bitch?
I was gonna say the best man speech that I was going to deliver at your wedding.
Can you give that to me one day?
I would give it to you at like a birthday thing where a lot of people are there. Then I would do it.
You want the crowd, and you say I need to be the center of attention.
That was my moment.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was.
Joe. By the way, guys, Joey was finally gonna have his moment.
Yeah.
Is that your doorbell?
Yeah.
Go get it.
All right. Hold on.
I do that. I gotta. Oh, you hurry up because I gotta
Take
pee.
a shot.
Fuck.
I didn't even order anything. It's a mess.
Who is it?
FedEx.
Oh.
Charlie, come back in.
Oh, I'm pinching my balls already.
Here.
No, I'm good. I can wait a couple more minutes.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay.
You're gonna hear a stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but Frankie went through many phases in his life.
I did.
And this was going to be part of the speech where I kind of went through the phases.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do the speech. I'm not going to talk about all of the phases, but one of them specifically was out of nowhere. Frankie just started wearing like pastel colored like suits.
Sup?
And like it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I enjoyed a Easter palette.
An Easter palette.
I did. I had a lot. I remember I went
Shot.
There was like a Goodwill by us, and the joke was like a bunch of like the fucking frat guys would go and spend like $20 on an outfit, and it would be like a fucking powder blue J. Crew blazer, just like ridiculous, like Banana Republic pants, a fucking Flintstones tie, like just stupid shit. And I enjoyed it. I thought I looked great. I thought I pulled it off well.
And he was all like proper. He'd be like, "Oh, you're in a frat." He's like, "It's called a fraternity."
He
would always do that, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I want to."
When like you see in movies, people talk about like like the daughter at one point was like the white girl with dreads, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was such a bad time." That was like I had a point in my life where I never had dreads. Let's make that very clear.
Yeah.
But like I was like a fucking like progressive warrior SJW.
Yeah, super. Like annoyingly, like it's one thing to be progressive, but to be shot.
Oh my god.
This is where they start to creep.
Oh my god. I would say
How are you pouring so well? Because I'm trying. This is why you're ahead of me, a little bit. Because I'm pouring, like trying not to fucking spill it, and I'm failing at that.
I'm just a good pourer, babe.
I guess so.
I would say by definition, I was at my worst. I would say when like most unbearable when I was 20 years old. I'll say 2012.
I was gonna say Ari. That's RA.
That's Ari Frank, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Because like when I was a kid and I was like, yo, like trap or die.
Yeah.
That's like you're a kid. Like
and
you're
it's like funny.
And of course it is.
Yeah.
So I would say that age.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yo, this is gonna suck, dude.
Okay, all right.
Oh my god, take another shot. Shot.
Fuck. Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these are a reality. But which makes you cringe more? Being known as famous or being known as an influencer?
Wait, what are you saying?
Which of those titles makes you cringe more? Understanding that you're famous or understanding that you're an influencer? Because I know you and you're the type of person where it's like, oh my god, Joe, you're famous. You'll be like, dude, I'm not famous.
I think, oh man, I think influencer is probably worse. Because originally,
I'm not saying overall worse. I'm saying for you, what makes you most uncomfortable?
Yeah, I think that influencer is probably worse. I don't know why. I've always hated it. Even when I was doing like YouTube, like I was strictly just doing YouTube, and that's pretty much. I mean, I had a day job, but also like
delivering pizzas.
No, this is when I worked at Elite Daily. Take a shot.
Elite Daily, Joe from Elite Daily. That's right.
But yo, that's an incredible pour. I can't do that.
Thank you.
How does mine have a head?
I don't know.
But even back then, I hated the. I hated the tag of the title of like, oh, you're a YouTuber, because there's a giant stigma that comes
I didn't
with
say
that.
YouTuber. I said famous or influencer.
Well, I'm saying YouTuber, and now YouTuber has just become influencer, and influencer is just like, I think there's the same stigma as there was for YouTuber as there is for influencer, where it's like you strictly just rely on social media, which I don't. And I had a conversation recently with Kevin Clancy from Barstool. I did his show, and he was like, you almost have 1 million followers on Instagram, and like you have millions of followers on YouTube, and like whatever, blah blah blah. But you're one of the most low key people in the world. Like
that is very true.
You have all this following, but no one ever really like talks about you or you're. Take a shot. Did you really finish that second beer? Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I have like a legit amount in here, like this much.
Why?
I don't know. I'm taking the shots with you.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna have fucking 10 beers at the end of this. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't enjoy like the that what comes with that, because
So
I don't
what-
consider
what-
myself an influencer
But you are.
technically, but I don't think that's like how you would define it. I think that's like secondary.
But you're an influencer.
Okay.
I know it sucks to admit.
The answer is the influencer one is way worse.
Because of what it, like, people, like, it's like a punchline now. Ever
Fake-
since I watched that, did you watch that documentary, by the way? Fake Famous or whatever it's called on HBO Max I told you about?
Oh, was that like Paris Hilton or some shit?
No.
Take a shot.
It was about that girl that they made into an influencer. The guy, like, bought her followers,
Oh god.
and he made her into an influencer. All right, I gotta pee, so you gotta give me a sec. I'm
Okay.
about to piss my pants. Oh,
You know what? We'll just take a minute so that we can actually get through this. We can do that.
I'll be good to go.
No, I'm saying until you get back. I'm gonna
I'm
not.
going right here.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Yo.
little.
What?
Yeah. So, what Frankie's referring to is the bathroom right here. I also had a bathroom like this in my last apartment. I don't use this bathroom ever, nor does anybody. So it's like storage. There's just a bunch of shit in there. There's like, whatever, things I never unpacked. And I shave in there sometimes, like my face. So there's hair everywhere. So that's what he's referring to, is that there's probably a whole bunch of hair.
Bro,
Yeah. Exactly.
when was the last time you fucking cleaned this?
Huh?
Is that one shave?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
No, I'm actually asking the absolute right guy.
I am actually the only guy that would have the answer to that question.
Did I miss one?
Yeah. I didn't do one.
Oh.
I'll wait until the next minute. So we skipped like a minute
Oh, so we go to 61 minutes.
or whatever. I don't know.
We're doing the full 60.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I was talking.
Okay.
Charlie, sit.
Wow, that felt great. Joey, there's all of the hair.
All of the hair.
Literally, guys, have you ever been to a fucking, what are they, barbershop? And you know how they do like the shaves and like there's hair on the floor?
No one's ever been to a barbershop.
There's so much hair in that fucking sink.
Oh, cool. I just got an update on my phone. Take a shot. We just surpassed 600,000 COVID deaths. Okay.
That is not what I was expecting. I thought you were going to say like patrons or someone.
No. How
Can
many
you imagine if we had 600,000 patrons?
Oh my god, dude, I would buy a fucking dumb animal.
I was going to say, you already...
Dumber than the one I have.
Gotcha. All right, whose turn is it?
We're at 80
Go.
oh my god.
Say it again.
8,608 patrons right now.
What are we doing at 9,000? Did we ever figure that out? 10,000, I pee on your foot.
Some pee pee poo poo, something like that. Oh,
No.
piss your pants.
No, I never agreed.
Oh, I
to
said
pee.
I'd piss my pants
You
if,
say-
if you let me piss on your foot. If we switch a route.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it my turn or your turn?
I go.
Okay.
Okay. When I pushed you off that slide when we were younger, did you
son of a
actually
bitch.
did you actually lose
Yes,
your
I
memory?
fucking did. Wait, Charlie, bad idea, dude.
Even better idea, take a shot.
I actually did, and
in murky waters. Can I get another beer?
I actually did, and I physically remember, like when I first came to was when we were driving to drop you off at home, because that was when my mom would pick you and your brother up and drive you home.
Your mom was pissed, dude.
My mom was pissed at everything. I'd be like, Mom, good morning. Fuck you.
Yeah.
My mom never said fuck you. Actually, once she said fuck you to me.
She
this is the alcohol talking right now.
I was literally just gonna say she fucked you by
Nope.
accident.
Oh, no.
No, she didn't.
My mom once told me to go fuck myself, or like said like fuck you or something,
That's fire.
and it was recent.
I don't think my mom. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think my mom ever told me to go fuck myself.
And my response to it was like, Ma,
It's your son.
I'm your son. Literally, I was like, you just told your son to go fuck off or some shit. But I remember, like, guys, my mom went through a lot. She was basically a single mom at that point. My dad needs a fucking handful.
Wow, these are hitting.
Oh, that's what you're gonna get. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
So.
What was the question?
I did actually lose my. I swear to God, I did. I did.
My mom, she was a single mom.
I did because I fucking hit my head, and I've had 3 concussions in my life, and that was, I believe, the first one.
The second one, I remember that one was
The
scary.
second one was scary. I ran into a tree.
Frankie called me asking the same question like 5 times in a row, and I
Yes.
was like, and then I tried to trick you. I was like, yo, I'm at my uncle's house, but my mom is worried, so we're leaving now to come get you. Like, I lied to you so that you would be like, yo, no, I'm good. But then you were like, and then you called me again with the same question. I was like, oh no, this kid's fucked up.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Take a shot.
June of 2007. 14-year-old Frankie was in Central Park with a couple friends, throwing around a football. As a good football player I was tracking the ball, going like this, smacked right into a tree, and bad concussion.
That'll do it.
And then the next one was in Connecticut. You weren't there for that one, but do you remember me telling you about it?
No.
Like a chuma? I was underneath like like the Lake Island little float that we
someone
had.
landed on your head.
And Nick Deus with his fucking big ass jumped and landed directly on my head as I was like underneath the seat.
Wait, so you were concussed underwater?
I had my hand like this on the float, and he landed like this, and I quickly pulled myself out. And legitimately, if I didn't have my hand on that, I believe I would have sank.
Nice.
I would have been dead.
Remember when Keith almost drowned in the lake?
Yeah. When Keith said that he would, that whole summer, it was my 16th birthday at the lake. And Keith, that whole time before, was like, yo, I'm a good swimmer. I'm a great swimmer. He got to the lake, jumped in, and panicked.
Yeah, he almost went down.
And panicked. I remember because me and David Cleveland were making fun of him.
Oh, God, dude.
Until we realized he was actually drowning. And
I feel like I'm going to have to take a shit in like 10 minutes.
bro, you might. We'll just turn the camera. Oh, I'll freestyle while you're gone.
I'll hold till the last second, so it's like, pa, 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 and I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah.
A spitty.
So yes, I did actually lose my memory.
Okay.
Legitimately. Okay. Joey.
God damn it. We're at almost minute 25.
Okay.
Fuck.
Out of all the famous YouTubers that you know of,
This is a good question.
who do you think has the least amount of talent?
Wow.
Oh, wait, you got a shot? Why didn't you let me know?
Sorry, I was looking at the clock. That's a tough one. Who has the least amount of talent? I don't know too many YouTubers anymore who do it, but I remember back in the day.
But like the well-known ones through like history, you know.
So this is like a throwback, but I used to hate.
You're gonna be in textbooks. You ever think about that?
No, I'm literally not. What the fuck are you?
People are
talking
gonna be like, "Yo, there was a boom of YouTube." Joe Santagato, New York.
No, not gonna happen.
Think so?
There was this kid that I just like. I never had a problem with anybody, or unless there was this one kid from the UK that like stole an idea that I had, and I was kind of pissed.
What was his name?
Alfie something. I don't remember his name.
What a fucking British name.
He was
Alfie.
he was very famous, and it was like when I first did Mad Lib Madness, and then the video came out and it did really well, and then all of a sudden like he did a video that was like exactly the same. And a lot of people have done like
Is it Alfie Deus?
Yep.
I'm gonna bully this kid.
Okay. This was like literally 8 years ago. Or maybe less, I don't know.
So you think he has the least amount of talent?
No. That's not what I was going to say. I'm saying I never had a problem with anyone. That was the only person that I ever had like a fucking confrontation with in a way. Not in person, but just like over the internet. And I was just like, fuck this kid. I never had confrontation with anybody. But I didn't really particularly like pretty much everyone in this group called O2L. For no reason also. Like I never said anything online, but I just looked at them and I'm like, this is the state of YouTube. But it was like, that's what everyone was doing. So it was nothing against them personally.
Our second life.
Yes. Take a shot. So all these kids, by the way, are super nice. Like I have nothing against them, especially now.
Man, this fucking, just the first thumbnail I see.
Yeah.
Is them just basically fucking jerking each other off. One of them's wearing a fedora.
One of them transitioned as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But one of them transitioned not too long ago.
It was like that TikTok that you showed me where the girl was like, I was named after my mother, Carol. And it was like, I was named after my aunt. She was a slave. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, but yeah, so these kids in O2L, you know what it was? It wasn't them like in particular because I didn't like dislike them specifically. It was just people like them, and they were like the most popular people in my opinion at the time. But they would just make these videos that were just so like kind of lazy and very just like corny in my opinion. But I was also like a fucking asshole. Like I look back on the videos that I did back then, and they were trash too. So I don't know. I wasn't very approachable. Oh, take a shot. So, I don't know. I guess my answer is I felt that way about everyone at a certain point because everyone was just kind of making like these very like.
Are there any other like big names that you can like think of that you were just like, yo, these people suck?
No, not really.
What about like that Vine era where there were like massive Vine meetups in fucking Central Park?
I missed that. Like I would make Vines, but I wasn't really like.
You never got invited.
No, I never really used the app. I was more focused on YouTube, so I never really got into it. I mean, I never like, you know, the King Batches of the world and fucking Brent Rivera and these people on Vine.
I'll be honest. If
Brent Rivera probably has an empire. That kid has a fucking
good for them.
Maintained
Honestly,
a following the whole time.
And he was on like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon.
Take a shot.
I like you know how people like talk shit. You know how people like talk shit and
This
they're like,
sucks.
yeah, this does. You know, people like talk shit and they're like, yo, fuck these people and shit like that. I legitimately hope, like, I like for them as individuals, like, good for them. But like sometimes the way that they go about making money is like, you fucking piece of shit.
It's just not for me. I'm like, and that's why when I was younger, I was just like, everything has to appeal to me because I'm the demographic. But now that I'm 29, I'm like,
you're still in that 18 to 34 demographic. You're still the demographic.
Right. But I'm saying like their content was geared towards the younger half of that, and I was just understanding of that.
At points in time, I would even say that the content was fucking for the lower demographic,
yeah, like
the 12 to fucking 8 to 15 or whatever it is.
Yeah, but I never, you know, like I said, I don't dislike anybody. All these people, like whether they're talented or not, is fucking irrelevant. That doesn't even matter. Like when people are like, yo, Jake Paul and Logan Paul are like, they have no talent. I'm like, who fucking cares, dude? Like, how can you have talent in this form of entertainment? Like, none of us are actors. None of us are like, you know, these types of things. Like, who's a fucking thespian YouTuber, bro?
YouTube has completely like just fucking washed the board of like what talent is. Now the idea of talent is so fucking far gone. Before it was like people that were like fucking dedicating their lives to crafts and like different fucking facets of the professional world. Where now someone puts a camera on and they're like, hey, guess what? I woke up and I bought me a fucking car. You know, or these fucking, look, no hate on the guy. I guess I will take it.
You're 8 seconds early. What are you talking about? You talking about David Dobrik?
No, I mean, sure, throw him in there. But like the fucking, I've talked about him, Collins Key and shit like that. Like, I don't hate on the guy, but like going out and buying like fucking giant gummy worms is not like a talent, but
so here's the thing.
People watch it, I guess.
When people talk about like the Kardashians, Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, all these whatever the fuck, the idea of talent, people think that like everyone has to have this skill where they could juggle and it's amazing and they could like whatever. Yeah, I don't know how this is happening.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not cheat. Like you see me taking a shot.
It's on video.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just amazing at pouring, and like I'm doing my best here.
No, you're not bad, Bower.
But yeah, this for anyone that whatever. Like I don't hate anybody, especially now. I think that everyone has something to offer. I think the idea of talent, people like none of us are actors, none of us are this or that. Some people are funnier than others, but it's not a big deal. The only thing that is talent is if you're able to keep an audience and grow an audience, like that is all that matters. Whether that you consider that a talent or not is kind of subjective. So it doesn't really fucking matter. If someone can keep an audience, that is a skill that they have that you don't.
I think YouTube and the internet has opened the
Shut!
I think YouTube and the internet has opened up the floodgates on what can be considered a talent.
Yeah. Whatever's entertaining. Everything is entertaining and everything isn't entertaining at the same time. Now,
I agree.
I don't know if that was profound or fucking stupid.
That was both. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Why did I write this?
Oh, boy.
Do you think you're cute, hot, or sexy?
Whoa! All right. I guess it's a cheap answer to say all three at different points, but I'll give one answer.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give my answer to you, like what you are to me.
Go ahead, go.
No, you go first.
Oh, what I am to you?
Yeah, like, do I find you cute, hot, or sexy?
Oh, I would say I'm sexy, and I'll tell you, and here's why.
Okay.
That was not cute or hot or sexy. That was just a little point.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm cute because I'm not like, I don't do like, you know, like fucking like anime pictures with like fucking animal paws on, you know, where I'm like, roar! You know,
Well, I don't think
people find that cute.
I think only Japanese people do that.
No. There are a lot of white women that do that. What was that one? The bell dolphin.
Oh, she sells her asshole for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Her bathwater for millions of dollars.
Yes, but whatever. She like plays like hello, like she like is like a little fucking anime princess.
She makes. Yo, that's the creepiest thing.
I know.
Also, the other one, Bella Porch or whatever her name is.
I don't know who that is.
There's a TikToker. Take a shot. What the fuck was that noise?
It was me.
There's a TikToker who's like a grown. Well, I think she's like, you know.
Look at that.
I think she's around our age, but she like is this like this Asian girl, and she like does these like cute like you know kind of like Japanese.
What is it? Bella Porch?
Porch.
Bella
POA like poach. I think it's poach. And she came out with music recently, but she does these like weird like
Bella Porch.
Yeah, these weird like young girl faces, and I'm like, what is like what?
Yeah,
is
this is weird. When you like yeah, like this.
Yeah. Like look up her age. Look up her age because she looks like fucking 11.
I mean, apparently she was in the armed services.
Yeah, like she's fucking old. She's not like 14. Like she looks like she's 12 years old.
So
in that
like,
picture.
yeah, the people that get and listen, I understand it's like, you know, who do you get mad at? The people selling it or the people buying it? If you're like making millions,
I'm just confused. I just want like clarity. Like
I don't. Yeah, just yeah, like those. The
how
girls,
old is she?
I'll tell you right now.
The Poach.
The Poach.
How old is Bella Poach?
24.
Yeah, so like she's 24 and she's doing like it's like
But she's like playing like Alexa. Fucking if you've been you haven't been watching like WWE Raw. Alexa Bliss has been playing this character where she's like an evil like 12-year-old, and it's like people like get off by that and it like exploits. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a heavy kind of thing.
It's weird.
So I'm just like confused with that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So I just kind of like.
So what was?
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I was just gonna say.
Oh, I'm sexy.
I'm sexy and cute. Yeah,
sexy.
No.
I think I'm sexy because
Take a shot. I think we may have missed a minute.
All right, I'll take another one then. Just go for it. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Two in a row is a bad idea.
Is that your third beer or fourth beer?
Fourth.
Oh, I need to... Wait, what the fuck?
I guess I'm just a good pourer, dude.
Wait.
You also have half of a beer on the table.
That's not true. That's not even close.
Okay, you have a lot
Wait,
of...
how much is in there? You just opened that?
Yep.
Okay, good. I thought you were like halfway done with that.
I mean, I poured 2 out of here.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're close.
I'm sexy,
Oh,
and I'll tell you what. I'm not cute because I'm not like... I don't see me and be like, that's a cute person.
Okay. You see you and you go,
I don't think I'm hot either. I know I'm not hot.
oh, neither of us are hot. Bro, no.
Bro.
I'm not hot enough to be hot.
Bro.
I'm not hot enough to be hot.
Joey.
I'm not hot.
Joey.
I'm cute. I'm dainty.
Let's stop and talk. You're not cute because, like...
I have to be.
If I were to baby talk to you, you wouldn't do it. That's what I think cute is.
You're...
That's what I think... No, listen. I'm not cute. Like, I'm not that cute. Like, I was cute and fucking 13 years old. I was cute back then when girls could look at me and go, oh my God, look at that. His nose is too big for his face, but he's got a little bit of fucking confidence.
No.
I look at you.
He's got a little bit of confidence.
I've never seen a bone in your body that has been sexy. But you're hot.
No.
Yeah.
I'm cute.
I don't think so.
I'm just cute.
No.
Look at me.
You're hot, dude.
I should ask the question at the beginning. Jesus Christ.
You're hot. You are. You're pretty
I'll
hot.
tell you what, it's starting to get hot in here.
It's very hot in here.
No, I think you're cute.
I think what makes me sexy is like I'm a dad and I'm a little fat.
I think those are cute things.
Where are we?
Oh, just take another one.
It's okay.
We literally we're at the 38-minute mark. Yeah.
I think what makes me sexy is like I'm a dad. I'm a little fat and
Yeah.
loser.
That's my dog you're talking to.
And like I care more about like I legitimately care more about Becca than I do myself.
Oh man.
I think that's sexy.
What's
up?
I don't think that's like sexy.
I think people find that sexy.
I think it's like
when like oh zaddy energy.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
See, I think you're cute.
I don't think I'm cute at all. I mean, I'm sure people will call me cute, but like it's cute when I say like, "Oh, babe, are you a Tunders?" You know, like
I can't even explain how much I hate that.
I know, and that's why you're not cute. That's why you're hot.
No, I'm not.
And like, yo, nothing about you is sexy. I know, like, I'm sure there are people.
I'm not.
You're not sexy at all.
No,
you're
I'm
not. I don't look at you and go, yo, this is someone that was
This-
fucking
yeah.
I'd have a good time with.
No.
Like, you look like you suck, but you're hot.
You look like you suck.
Let's go.
No, I think that I'm more cute.
I would say you're hot primarily, cute second, sexy third. I would say I'm sexy, and then like tied at the bottom for fucking cute and hot.
No, I think you're more cute. I don't think you're hot.
Okay.
I think you're cute. Yeah,
Okay, Joey.
I think we both are.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. Joey, what's one thing you look back on in your life and say, what the fuck was I thinking?
How much time we got? Oh, we got 4 seconds. 3, 2. Hello.
Yo. I need to make something very clear before we continue.
Yeah.
This sucks.
I know it does. Yo, my stomach. I feel like I'm pregnant.
I honestly before thought I was gonna like
Puke.
a little bit of everything.
If you threw up, that'd be fucking hilarious. Patreon, throw it up.
Fire us.
Fire me. Yeah, show pussy on here. We're not showing pussy. What was the question? Oh, what do I look back on? I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yes. What the fuck was I thinking?
So it's actually funny you say this because okay, one easy, my hair.
Oh, thank God you said that.
I look back on that like
That you did that flip too long.
Well, yeah, but I was just you know what it was? I didn't.
You
know,
still do the flip.
No, I don't.
Go on.
I either just let it hang.
That's right. You shave it off in the bathroom.
I either just let it hang or I do like a little bit of a comb over.
Fair.
But yeah, I look back on that because like I have a bigger forehead. Like look at my forehead. You know.
You got the Irish 5 head.
Yeah. So like I've like noticed this. I feel like just like a lot of white people,
Suck.
for the most part, have a big. I think we missed.
Yep.
Okay.
Take 2.
We're halfway. We have 30 seconds, and then we'll do one.
So we're at minute 38.
What?
Never mind. Go.
What the fuck did you just say?
Go.
What you said made nothing. Okay. What was I saying? Piss. Oh, my forehead.
Yep.
I think white people have big foreheads. So I would have my hair up, and I'm just exposing this big head.
You're not.
Or I had the buzz cut.
You're not playing the game well.
I'm not playing. That's not how you play the game, baby.
You're not.
So I gotta keep some sort of like roughage.
Yep.
Hide it a little bit.
I get it.
So that's what I gotta do. Like I don't have a bad forehead compared to some of my cousins. Those motherfuckers got some shit.
Some are flat out bald.
Some of them, yeah. Oh, take it.
I will say Keats never had great hair. He's always had flaps.
Hold on, yeah. So the thing that I was gonna get to was the hair, but also last night for whatever reason I couldn't sleep, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I went back to my original YouTube channel, Sanagato TV, and I watched a bunch of the videos.
Sanagato TV, what a time!
And they're just not good.
Was this Dreamwalkers Pictures time?
Yes. Yes.
Joey, by the way, made silicone bracelets that said Dreamwalkers, and then on the back it said...
That's not true.
Tell me you didn't make a fucking...
You did the name wrong. That's why I said that.
What was it?
It wasn't Dreamwalkers.
Sleepwalkers.
Yeah.
Sleepwalkers.
No, so here's what I did.
Sleepwalker Pictures.
Take a shot. I think I'm actually going to finish this fucking Power Hour.
I hope Josh, when he edits this, he puts a counter on the screen to show where we are in terms of like fucking...
I hope we didn't miss anything, because sometimes I talk and I'm like, wait, are we... But
At the end, we'll take an extra 3 just to be safe.
Okay. Oh my god, my stomach. No, but yeah. So I was watching all those videos, like old videos that I made, and I'm like, oh my god, these are so fucking cringe. Like the first video I ever made was called "A Talk About Sluts," and I was like, yo, girls who are sluts, like, and it was just like this whole thing. And I'm like watching it through the scope of 2021 now, right?
Yeah.
And like I put this video out there, and I put it on Facebook, and I put it on fucking like Tumblr and shit. And I'm just thinking,
Tumblr, dude.
yeah,
Tumblr was the wild fucking west.
Well, just like look, so I put that out on Facebook, and I'm watching. Take a shot.
Yep.
That didn't sound good. I'm watching this video, and I'm like, what are girls thinking when I put this out?
Dude.
Like, they have to be thinking that I'm, like, the worst person ever.
Now,
Not that I was,
understanding the way that women have been treated through society, specifically over the last 20 years, they absolutely look at you like, what the fuck was I watching? He was contributing to this male-dominated, fucking masculine piece of shit country.
Basically. Like, I really watch it with, like, a scope, and, like, listen, I'm not, like, super, you know, crazy left, liberal, progressive, like, hardcore. But even I'm watching this now and just looking at it like, this is so fucking corny. Like, clearly, like, I was joking. Like, I never really felt this way about, you know, girls or whatever.
Sluts.
I was just trying to... About sluts.
What about sluts?
I was just trying to be funny to, like, my friends because no one was watching back then except my friends. And I was just kind of, like, watching it like, yo, what the fuck was I thinking?
Let me ask something. Why were you trying to be funny for your friends, myself included, when, like, in real life, you were very fucking funny?
No, because it was just, like, a new medium. I was just, like, let me try making these videos, and I enjoyed editing and shit, so I was like, let me see if I could put something together. Do you remember, we used to, I mean...
Here we go.
Me and Frankie used to make videos.
Is it time?
No. Me and Frankie used to make videos, and... The best part about it was that we made those videos.
And we'd show it to our friends.
We would show it to them, and then they'd watch it, and then, like, we would usually watch it with them in the room. Like, me and Frank used to make videos on this old thing that I still have. It recorded on...
You need to get the charger.
Cassette tapes.
And the things.
And we would make these videos, and then we would play them for, like, my mom or my brother and sister or like our friends or whatever take a shot. And Jesus Christ. And that was the best part about it, was that we put this thing together, we like worked on it, and it was like this piece of art or whatever. Not that it was art. But then like people enjoyed it, and they were like, oh, this is funny, because it was like a new thing. Because not everyone makes this kind of content, especially back then. Like no one had an Instagram and like could create content. It was just that. So that was exciting to me. So that's why I was like, you know what? I want to make these videos. I don't want them to be funny to my friends or whatever. But yeah, that's what I just thought was funny, and it just fucking wasn't. It wasn't hitting at all. So I watched all that. So I regret all of that. Not that I regret it, but it's just interesting to look back.
Just
and
keep
be
talking.
Like,
I'm gonna go pee again.
Okay. I look back, and it's just interesting to see. Like, I'm gonna stop the time.
Stop it.
Because we're about to hit. That's the 47-minute mark. So I'm gonna stop it and wait for you to get back. But
Stop it.
with the Santa Gato Studios channel, the Santa Gato TV channel that I had, all those videos are private for good reason. It just doesn't reflect like who I am as a person or like anything like that. So like it was just interesting yesterday because I went back and I watched so many. I was up till 3:30. I usually can't make it to midnight nowadays, but I was just up and I was watching all these, and I'm just like, just thinking about how different the world is now. Like for the better, in my opinion. Like as much as the like people complain about PC or cancel culture or whatever, like objectively it's way better now than it was back then. Because back then, like all the shit that I was putting out, because I'm a very careful person. I don't like hurting anyone's feelings. Like I'm not someone who's like out here like, yo, all girls are sluts, whatever. Like I was never like that. Like I'm a bitch. So for me to put that out, that means that I had to be completely sure that there would be no repercussions. No one's going to be offended by that. And like, it's just like hurtful shit to say and just like weird shit to say. So the fact that I put it out, just like to me, like knowing who I am, it was interesting to say like, yo, even like 8-9 years ago, the world was like such a different place where all that was like, accepted.
Bro, 10 years ago.
It's crazy.
10 years ago, like people always say like, oh my God, like how far have we come in the last like 20, 30 years? And it's like, yo, how far have we come like 10 years ago? Like
even like 5 years. Like it's just like it's
5
it's
years,
crazy.
but not as much. Like 5 years ago was still like, maybe you didn't see it as much because I saw it because I was on a very liberal college campus at the time.
I'm starting this up.
Go.
Cheers.
But like 5 years is more consistent with what we're seeing now, just on a wider scale.
Can you just give me another beer?
Yeah, babe.
God, let's never do this again.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm gonna finish this. I'm like shocked. I've never finished one.
Don't jinx it. Whose turn is it?
I'm 13 minutes
Oh,
away.
it's your turn.
Oh, okay, my turn. Wow, this is a serious one. Was there ever a time where you were upset that I was making videos like we used to make without you? Like we started off making videos together on on that thing that my mom gave me, and then you went to college, this and that, and then I started doing this shit. Was it ever like something that was just like, damn?
Internally, yeah. I think that's something that I've spoke about a little bit. Like, not like I'm not like fucking. I was not upset at you.
Right.
I've always been very proud of you. Seriously,
proud.
very proud of you.
These fucking beers are
No, dude. Seriously, I've always looked at you in a very like I've held you in high regard my whole life.
Oh my God.
Specifically over the last 12 years, but like
that's half of our life basically.
Not yet.
Math goes out the window.
I think there have definitely been times where like internally I've been like, and I think I've joked about this and been like, I was the idiot that was like, I'm going to get a degree. I'm going.
Not an idiot, but yes, you were.
But I didn't play to my strength. I've always said like I believe I would. My passion is entertaining people. My passion has been and always will be entertaining people. And I think there have definitely been times where it's like, I'm not going to chase that dream because it's not realistic. And there were points in that thought process where it was like, I'm not chasing that dream. I'm not being realistic. And like looking at you and being like, I'm happy he's doing it, but it doesn't seem realistic. Mm-hmm. So seeing kind of where we've come to now, full circle.
Yeah.
You know, the joke growing up, if you don't remember, the joke growing up was always, it's a joke.
The joke growing up.
The joke growing up has always been that like, oh, people are going to work for Frankie one day. And the irony that our friends, myself included, work for you. So no, I've never been upset with you. I've been upset with myself. But
shut. 10 more minutes.
Wow. I said we just keep going.
I honestly feel good.
I
underestimated myself.
You're a pro at this. That's why you're better off than me. You drink more than I do. I've never been upset at you. I've been more upset at myself, you know? And I think now where we are, and I always say this to you, I don't know if you ever realize, like conversations we have offline, I'm like, yo, I'm in and whatever you want to do. Like anything you need me for, want me to do. And I think I find myself now trying to fucking reclaim that time that I wasn't involved, being like, yo, I will do anything, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a great question.
Yeah. The kid. Serve me a hard one.
All right. Who's funnier?
Okay.
Me or Danny Lopriori?
Oh, Danny.
Fuck.
No, he is.
That makes sense.
Danny is... I can't believe you put that in there. That's crazy.
Yeah, of
also
course.
Take a shot.
I fully acknowledge that he's funnier than me.
Danny is one of the more naturally funny people like I've ever met in my life. So like, there's certain things, right? You and Joey Gatto stand out as the only two people in my life, including Danny, that I feel like can be placed into a situation and like you'll know everyone in the room.
SDK,
or like,
babe.
Yeah, basically. Like I don't know what that was, that personable or like whatever the fuck it is.
You answered this too quickly, by the way. I was hoping for a little more internal turmoil.
No, there was no turmoil because I think like, yo, Danny's just very funny. There's things that you're better than him at and things that he's better than you at, obviously. As far as like, you know, whatever, like on its own, like I don't think there's a big drop off in my opinion with our chemistry. Like I don't think there's like anything crazy like that.
Yeah, I fully acknowledge.
You're the only other person that I feel like I could do this show with.
I fully acknowledge that Danny is funnier than me, and that's okay. Like I don't lose sleep, and I think when I first started doing the show regularly with you, I had to swallow that pill because you know, I was talking with Becca, and she was like, "Aren't you worried?" She didn't ask me if I was worried, but like, it came up where I said more so like, you know, like, oh, what if I'm not as funny? And it's like, I don't need to be as funny as him because
Right.
I won't ever be as funny as him.
It's just a different type
It's
of thing.
different, and I need to be me.
Yeah.
And be me in terms of who you are.
Yeah, because yo, at the end of the day, like Danny is a funny dude. Oh, 2, 1, shot. Like Danny is Danny, and you are you. And like, I love now that I get to do the show with you because this is what we've like dreamed about doing our entire lives. Like when we were younger, me and Frankie were like, "Yo, we're gonna be on it." We were in love with SNL, and how did we get the like? We went to that SNL experience thing. Remember that?
Yeah, I set that up. That was all for me and my connects.
Yeah. So like we had done that, and it was just like
That's a funny story. Go ahead, I'll tell
but
it.
even that was like an interesting sort of thing for me personally because that was like. Not that it was like a dream come true, but it was just interesting that we were both there and like, oh my God, because we always talked about being on SNL and doing, you know, Saturday Night Live and all this shit. And like, then as we grew up, we started to realize like, this isn't going to fucking happen basically. You know?
The unfortunate reality, and I said this when I was in, because I had a very good friend of mine ask me when I was in college, like, what is your dream? And that was when it hit me, like, I was not chasing my dream. I was not doing what I wanted to do. I was doing what I believed was the safe fucking move.
Right.
And I told him, like being on SNL, and he goes, "Well, why didn't you chase that dream?" And I just like uninterrupted just went like, some dreams just aren't realistic to chase, or like aren't worth chasing, or something like that. And he was like, "Oh my God, like that's like fucking, that's heartbreaking." And that's the reality, I think, with us is like, in particular, is the unfortunate reality is SNL, for me at least, was such an exaggeration of where I was and where I wanted to be that I never believed. I never had the confidence internally, because you see that I'm like this. Off, cameras on, I'm fucking confident in myself, blah, blah, blah. Off screen, Joey will tell you, I question a lot of what I say and what I do. I'll always be like, yo, was that too much? Yo, was that like...
Shut.
I always question that, and I don't necessarily have the confidence in my ability to do that stuff, and I know it drives you a little crazy sometimes. But that fucking SNL experience was sick, and that is like, I think that is realistically the closest I'll ever get to like being a part of like anything to do with SNL. And by the way, Joey got that. Some guy like hit him up, like wanted to work with you, or like gave you the experience or something, and was like, "Yo, I'll buy you." Like he was like, "Yo, if you want something from the gift shop, like I'll buy you something." And I bought this fat book, and it was like a $70 book, and it was like SNL the history. I still have it.
Was that because of me we went there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember it at all.
Oh, you don't remember? I bought two.
But now it's coming back to me.
You said like, "Yo, like if you want something, get it." It was just me and you. It was shut down to everyone else. It was just me and you. And the guy was like, "Yo," like he wanted to work with you in some capacity. And he was like, "Yo, I'll buy you something." And you were like, "Yo, I don't want anything. Do you want anything?" So I picked out the most expensive thing there, which was this book.
Shot.
And a drunk uncle chocolate bar, which was called Boklet Char.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it said like a gluten or whatever on it. And
Yeah.
I still have it. But
the ingredients were like milk chocolate or whatever.
yeah. Yeah. So
no, but like just to say like, honestly, like even for me, because you weren't around. I also think you're funnier than me. Like
I don't agree with that.
I do
whatsoever.
I think that you're funnier than me naturally. I think I'm better at being like
You farted.
Organized.
You farted.
No, I didn't.
This dog shit his pants.
Probably. Shit his fur. I think I'm funnier than you and Danny when it comes to putting like a body of work together. But
Yeah.
I think you're both naturally funnier than me. I don't even really think I'm that funny,
Bro,
to be honest.
if you put me in a room for a week and said, "Come up with something funny," I would fucking throw my hands in the air at the end and be crying to you. You would come out with like a fucking manuscript.
That's what So
I wouldn't be able to do that shit.
That's where I think my strength is that like I fit into that sort of thing.
I am so critical of myself. It's beyond like
Yeah.
it's so like, and yes, like when
And you know what else? Michael Lopriori is funnier than all of us.
every single one of us
Like,
combined.
Michael Lopriori is one of the funniest people I have ever encountered, and it's not even close.
The energy that I swear to God, I was thinking about this the other day because I was listening to the Adam Sandler song that he did for Chris Farley. The energy that he creates is the closest I've ever met, and I've never physically met Mike, to a fucking Chris Farley. Everything he does and says is just incredible.
Dude, he's on another level. Like he's I said like I used to tell Dan all the time like, "Yo, take a shot." But I was like, "Yo, fucking Mike is unbelievable." But like I said, when Danny first joined the show and we were doing the show together, I was like, "Damn, dude, like this dude's way funnier than me. Like I can't get left behind." And I always say like Danny like helped me to like become funnier because of like our interactions. Like I didn't want him to like completely outshine me on my own fucking show basically.
Mm-hmm.
And like whatever. And then me and him have all used to have conversations too about when we would have guests on and shit. And we're like, the only other person that like gets it or like keep up with like the cadence, the pace, and like the actual like level of whatever was you. Literally, we've had that conversation multiple times. And because there were other people in the past that have been on the show, it's like it's not gonna work anymore because they won't it's not going to happen, you know? And that was for a long time why I didn't have guests, because I was worried about the integrity of the show being like compromised, because I'm like, these people don't get like what we're talking about, or it's like a different genre of comedy, or they don't really get, you know, whatever the fuck we're like, our humor basically. But yeah, like I said, for me, you know, I'm going to dinner with Danny tonight. This is the first time I've seen him in a while, but I'm nothing but love for Danny, and you know, whatever he's doing, and you know, all the episodes we did were great. But for me, like, it's also just like, you know, I'm thankful for that, but at the same time, bro, like, now I've known you since fucking pre-K. We've been talking about doing SNL, being on the show at the same time together and like entertaining people, and now we are doing it we're basically doing that on our own terms, on our own thing.
Not having to answer anyone else.
That I own and you don't.
I don't own it.
That is great.
Santa got him.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh, take a shot.
Yeah, we missed.
By the way, we just crossed an hour, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not done though.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
I took off the timer so you could just take it at your own pace, but that was the first time I ever done a fucking how'd you doing?
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Because this is the 5th beer, and mathematically that doesn't add up.
I mean, it's because you're not pouring exacts.
No, but I should have had more than 5.
I literally had a timer running the entire time.
Yes. Well, listen to what I'm saying. Let's do the math.
Yeah.
12 divided by 1.5 is 8. 60 divided by 8 is 7.5. That means we should have had 7.5 beers in an hour.
We've had 5.
We should have each had 7.5 beers.
So I don't know how much these are. These are a shot glass, though. I mean, you know, I didn't do anything. I did what I had to do here.
Hold on.
We took a shot every minute for the most part, I think.
My math is fucked up. 1.5 times 60 is 90 ounces. Okay?
Okay.
90 ounces of beer. 90...
12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. Yeah, so it's like 7.5. Yeah.
We fucked up somewhere. So we need to stop at 8 beers.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not having 8 beers. That's literally double what I've had now.
How have you only had 4?
This
How did
is
you
five,
How did you fuck this up?
No, that's your 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my 5th too. There's like a little bit in it. Like I've been a little bit behind you this whole time.
I'm supposed to have another 2.5.
Okay, I have a question, but this is like, I don't know why this is like insane. Okay, Frank, you're
It's 2.5 more.
we're not gonna make it through that.
Bro, the math.
Forget about the math. We did what we did. You watched it. There's proof.
I can't wait till Josh edits this and it's like we've only taken like 50.
Okay. I'll be honest. Maybe I missed some minutes. Because, and no, that's not on purpose. It's
I know.
It's literally because I've had a couple. But also, like, we're talking. And
We're talking about a good time.
Yeah. Is it my question or yours?
I asked if Danny was funnier than me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
And you said yes.
Okay. This is fucking... I don't know why I have this written down, to be honest with you.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to ask this.
Ask it. Remember, if I don't answer, I need to take 3 additional shots.
It's not even about that. It's just like a stupid... Okay. I don't know why I wrote this.
Okay.
Is there anyone in your life that you always wanted to apologize to? I tried to think about, like...
You're trying to get deep.
I was trying to think about, like, okay, when we get further into it.
Yeah.
Is there a question that I could be like, yo, dig some shit out?
Damn. No, I don't think so. I think I'm like, I'm not like I don't believe I'm in an like. I don't think I'm in like a weird place with many people. There are some people where I am very much so in a
limbo.
Not a limbo, just like a worse, you know. There are some people where I am clearly in a bad place with, but I don't believe that it's as a result of me doing anything wrong.
You guys just hear that?
I truly.
Problem number one.
No. I legitimately believe that there are certain people in this world that are so far removed from reality and stopping what the.
Oh, man. I almost just.
You almost let it loose, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just say, we've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Josh has his work cut out for him.
You fucking white supremacist bitch.
Okay.
He's not. He loves people of color.
He's very liberal.
He has a Spanish girlfriend.
Oh, that's true.
And he has 2 dogs.
Oh, how does that play into this conversation?
I believe one is named after a Hispanic dish. Chili.
Oh, I was going to say, the other one's beans.
Well, there you go. 2 Hispanic dishes. This my guy loves the people.
You know what I'm saying? Next one is paella. Yo, paella's fire.
That is a fire.
I love that shit.
Manu, name your fucking, gerbil or some stupid shit after that. Oh my god. But I believe like there are certain people, like, we have come as a society to a place where it's like some people apologize when having no place to apologize. And I am in a place right now where I believe anyone that I'm in a rough situation with a relationship, like we don't like each other, I don't think I've done anything wrong. I think I'm at a very comfortable point in my life where it's like I know the type of person I am. I have my morals.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't do anything wrong because, like,
by the way, you said necessarily.
Yeah, bro, hello.
Yeah.
This is bedtime.
Big time. By the way, your beer's not on the table.
Yeah, I need one. Daddy. Anyway. God damn. You know what I could use right now? An edible.
Oh, yeah?
Go to bed.
Green Joe?
Green Joe.
I gotta pee again.
What were you talking about?
I don't think I'm in a place right now where anyone that I have like an issue with, I need to apologize for. I think it's just in a different of opinion and difference of personalities, and I'm fine living in different realities with this person.
Well,
or these people, I should say.
That's what I was going to say. Like, so whenever someone, like, I hate to be disliked, right? Not by people that actually know me or have had interactions with me. If someone just randomly hates me online, like, I don't even really, full disclosure, don't read many comments either. Like, I just, like, because I don't want it to shape who I am as a person, because I don't know these people, they don't know my intent or whatever. But anyone who actually I have a problem with or dislikes me, even people that I have a problem with, I feel like I need them to know that they're wrong. If they're wrong. But to just be like, I feel like I haven't done anything wrong or whatever, like, I just feel like I acknowledge that there's a possibility that I'm just, like, not seeing things from someone else's point of view, because everyone's perception is their reality. So if you have a different perception, your reality is different. So for people to, like, but I'm also very, like, I will cater to other people and be like, okay, I understand why you would think that way, but blah, blah, blah. So we're able to have that conversation. So, but for me...
Yeah, but see, there's a difference between perceptions and delusions. And I legitimately believe that certain people live in this alternate reality where they misconstrue. Like, let's not remove ourselves far from reality and understand that, like, there are certain things that you can't mold to what you want it to be. There are certain truths, there are certain ways that life continues and moves on that are not they're not subjective. And I firmly believe that there are certain truths that I believe that are just going up against not a perception or a subjective understanding of facts or circumstances. It's delusions.
I understand what you're saying, but also
I got pee.
I feel like you
haven't peed this whole time. That's fucking impressive.
My bladder's screaming. I also think, though, at the same time that you think that, you have to be open to the possibility that you're just fucking wrong.
Fuck that.
And honestly, that's how I kind of... First of all, I just want to say this. Full disclosure. I realized that after an hour and 10 minutes, this is exactly where everyone thought the conversation was going to go. And this is usually where, like, when you're with your friends and you start drinking, this is where the conversation goes. So it's so ridiculous. Frankie just said the word truths like 10 times. It's insane. But yeah, I think that, I mean, at least the way that I kind of like think about things is, even when I feel like I am absolutely right, I am in the right. I didn't do anything wrong. And if it's obvious and everyone thinks that, you know, this, and that, I still try to understand why someone would think differently than me. Like, where can I be wrong? Where can I bridge the gap? Not necessarily be wrong, but where can I bridge the gap of understanding, you know? I feel like...
see, I do try to understand that. And I do legitimately believe in a lot of parts of my life I am, or try to act as if I'm devil's advocate and try to see both sides of the story. However...
Go ahead, do that, because I got to piss.
Go ahead, babe. However, that still leaves me in a place in some situations where I don't believe that I'm in the wrong. And there's a part of me that kind of feels as if, like, there's a lack of that confidence where people stand their ground. There are certain things where you can't stand your ground. There are certain things you need to understand that you have no control over, you have no part in. But in terms of, like, personal relationships with people, individuals, groups, what may have, you know, whatever, there is something that is admirable in personal conflict to understand, like, yo, like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say anything wrong, you know, and what your idea of wrong has not necessarily evolved with time. I mean, it has evolved with time. But, like, just in terms of, like, what things that happen, factual events that happen outside of, like, political correctness or fucking opinions or whatever, I don't believe, like, there's much, if any, that... Look at this tail. Where I'm in a place where it's like, I'm not right. I don't. And I honestly do try to, you know, think of both sides.
Yeah, I mean, also, though, like, knowing you and knowing me, we're both two people that always feel like we're right. So you always have to consider that you're wrong. Anyway, do you have any more questions or no?
Da.
Did you say da? Are we in Russia?
Damn right.
Good Lord.
All right. I got something for you. 2 age brackets. 14 to 18, 19 to 22. If you could erase things that you said from either of those age brackets, what would it be and why?
14, 18.
Yeah?
Without, like, what?
That easy?
Wait, what was the other one?
19 to 22.
Yes. 14, 18.
Let me put it in terms of years.
Let me put
it in terms of years. 2006 to 2010 or 2011 to 2014.
Easily the
first.
What's that
former
term? The former, not the latter. The further back you go, the more insensitive it gets, I would say.
But don't you kind of lean on the fact that, like, you're a kid?
You could. I don't necessarily. I honestly feel like it's just, like, I don't think that people who are 16 years old can watch a video that I made in 2011 and understand why I would feel like they like, this is the problem, right? So, like, in 2011, this was 10 years ago, put out a video talking about a talk about sluts. And it's like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I'm not fucking, like, going crazy, like, whatever. But it's just fucking dumb jokes, like, that aren't funny. They're just easy, hacky shit. And someone who's 16 in 2021 can't look at that and even begin to understand it because they grew up in a different kind of world where none of this was ever acceptable or whatever. But I'm telling you, me as a person, like over the years, like I have never been someone who's like, yo, I'm going to push the boundaries and I'm going to like say some crazy shit and I'm purposefully going to offend people, but whatever, fuck people. Like, bro, I very much like to be liked and I don't like offending people. There have been times in the past where someone has reached out to me and been like, yo, this is actually a picture of me in this video. Like, can you take it down? And immediately I take it down. Like, bro, I don't like hurt nobody's feelings. I don't like any of that shit. I'm a bitch when it comes to that. So it's literally just all jokes. So for me to be able to put these videos out, like it would really just have to be super accepted and I have to be 100% sure that it's going to be like, it'll be fine and people will get it and it'll be like a joke, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's just not the case now. It's just really not. Like a 16-year-old in 2021 would never watch a video that I made in 2011 and be like, oh, no, this is a good dude. And I don't necessarily blame them either because they'd be like, yo, what is this guy saying? Like, this dude's misogynist. Because like I would make a lot of misogynistic jokes back then that were just like, because that's all I knew was like, I'm a guy. I'm not even trying to understand the female perspective because I'm fucking 17, you know, or whatever, how old or fuck I was.
You don't have the tools mentally to understand the different perspective.
I think as much as you have to hold people accountable for things that they've said or like offensive this and that, blah, 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 you also equally, if not more, have to understand that people change and people like adapt and people like, they get it, bro. Like not everyone's like an evil person because they called someone gay in 2008. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not like what it is. Unless it was like, it was
not only do public
like this is the difference, right? I had a conversation one time with someone about this dude who was in the NHL, and it was like he had tweeted something like calling someone like, oh, this guy's a faggot or whatever, right? So there was like that. Oh no, what happened was there's a difference between that, someone using that word, and then someone who like beats up a mentally challenged person in the bathroom of their middle school. That's a completely different thing. Like, in my opinion, like this is like just kids being dumb, and like this literally at one point, if people don't understand, like was literally accepted. Like you could just be like, yo, you're fucking, this is gay, or like whatever. Like you could say that in class and your teacher would not be a big deal. Like now they would call the fucking police or some shit. Like it would be crazy. And not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying like that's just the reaction now, and like that's why, you know, people act accordingly. Like no one just throws that word around like that anymore because there are repercussions for that, which I think there should be. But I'm telling you, there was a time where there wasn't, so people feel like it was fine. And we're talking about children also. So, but a whole other thing is like, this dude is gay, and we know he's gay, so we're just going to beat him up. Like, that's a whole other thing. Like, I don't know anyone, have never seen, have never heard of, or ever known anyone that would ever even think about taking like part in that. Like, I don't associate with people like that. Anyone who was really for real, like a bigot, I have never even known. I've never met anyone like that. You know, like that have never been friends with them, have never like whatever. Like those are just, it's just a different thing. And I feel like the biggest problem that people have with cancel culture is that a lot of people have a hard time differentiating between those two things, where it's like just using the word of like, oh man, that's dumb, and being like, oh man, that's gay. Like back then it was just accepted. So there was no repercussions for it. So people never learned a lesson for it. And I'm not saying that's right, but it's like with education, you just get rid of it, like out of your vocabulary. You know what I mean? So like there's a difference between that and actually going out of your way to be like, no, I hate fucking gay people and I'm going to beat them up like when I can. Like that's a different thing. And you can't put these people in the same fucking category in 2021, because then everyone's going to be like, dude, like that's not what's happening here. Like, and that's where the pushback on the PC culture and the cancel culture comes from. Because I think that we should hold people accountable and all these people should, you know, whatever, but there's just different levels to this kind of thing. And I think when the line gets like too blurred and everyone just like is like quick to like cancel or whatever, that's when there's this big pushback. And you could argue that it's even counterproductive to be that like focused in on people who are like, yo, if anyone has ever said like, yo, that's gay, we're going to cancel them. Like, I would argue that's counterproductive because you're just turning people off to like an important movement where you're like holding people accountable for like actually being a bigot. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I just asked you if you like ice cream sandwiches or ice cream cones. I have a couple more questions. I don't know how many more you have or how much longer you want to be here.
I don't have any more.
All right, I got more.
I'm getting it. I'm throwing this away.
What?
I'm drinking out of the can.
Gotcha.
Hour 25. Josh is going to be... Dude, Josh is probably watching this and editing it like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about?
I don't give a fuck. All right, Joey, you've met some famous people.
Okay.
Who was the biggest asshole?
The biggest asshole? That's a good question.
Here it goes. You know, people have different like standards of like what an asshole is.
No, I don't want to give a political a political answer.
By the way, I'm heating up those mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. The only no, I haven't met anyone that I was like, yo, this dude's a fucking piece of shit. There was only one time, and I don't know who it is specifically, to be honest with you. I really just don't know. But when I used to go to these YouTube events, it was like there was a playlist live in Orlando that I went to. I only went to one of them. And
I just want to. I spilled beer on my shirt.
Okay, let me see.
Need a new shirt.
No, you don't. Oh,
it's gonna stink, dude.
Yeah. But anyway, so I went to this playlist live thing in Orlando, and back then, like, this is when I was talking about before, where I like hated YouTubers basically, and there was a lot of YouTubers. It's a fucking meet and greet event.
Hey, what's up, man? You're so fucking cute. Let's fuck like each other's parents.
Basically. And I was drunk the entire time. A lot of people have drunk selfies with me from back then. But, yeah. Like, I, like, blacked out. Like, Joey Gatto was like, all right, dude, let's go. Because he was like, let's not get
Joey Gatto had to cut you off?
Literally. Yeah. That's how bad it was. But anyway, no, the only thing that turned me off that was like, these people are fucking idiots, was that a lot of people were just like, wear like hoods and like sunglasses and like walk around. And I was like, bro, first of all, you flew to Orlando to be at a meet and greet event and you're acting like you're a fucking A-list celebrity. Like, that shit kind of pissed me off.
I'm not talking about YouTubers. You've met famous people, like celebrities.
I haven't met any actual famous person I've ever met has never been an asshole.
Well, there you go. That's the answer to the question I was asking.
Well, I'm saying these people who like pretend that they're famous or that they're like way more important than they are, that pisses me off.
Okay.
What else you got?
2 more.
Okay.
Last one is a biggie.
Mm-hmm.
This one is good.
Okay.
I once tried my hand in the realm of stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And you watched me.
I did.
Do you think I would have had any success if I stuck with it?
I do.
God damn it. Why can't you just say no and make me fucking feel better?
No, I think that, well, it's hard to say. Like, that's honestly based off of the fact that I know you. Like, me being there and watching you do it, like, that's just not a fair thing. Like, I've honestly only seen you like do open mics like twice.
Once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't really know enough, but I do know who you are, and I feel like you can do that.
God damn it. Why couldn't you just say like, yeah, you would have sucked, and I would have been like, all right, cool, I gave up on it. I'm smart.
No, I feel like you can do it. Like I feel like it's one of those things that I feel like you just need to do enough times to where you're like super comfortable and you get it and you're just like whatever, because unless you do it you don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I've never, like, I don't do that, but like I think that I can.
Bro, it is such a, first of all,
it's a grimy thing.
I smell like beer.
Yep.
It's like starting off, like I was doing the whole like fucking like paying $5 per fucking open mic.
Yeah.
You get literally I was going up, it was like, yo, you got 2 minutes? Just give it a shot. I mean, and I gotta admit, it was a supportive environment. Like, I had seen some people at, like, multiple fucking mics and stuff like that. But, like, there's no one to give you any sort of feedback because no one in the crowd is like a fucking like they're not there to see stand-up comedy. They're there to work on themselves.
Right.
So when you're watching them, when you're in the crowd watching other fucking stand-up mics, you're not laughing along with anything.
It's a stupid...
It's very weird because
Yeah.
you're not giving appropriate feedback. So there was no way to walk away from that and be like, yo, that was good, that was good, that was good. You're getting nothing. You're getting nothing.
Yeah.
And I walked away from those being like, I don't know.
See, I feel like if I were ever to like try my hand at stand-up comedy, like I probably wouldn't do an open mic. I would probably only like I would never use my status to be like I'm gonna headline a show and just sell out like whatever. I would do that for a live podcast because I think that we've earned that. But I don't think that I've done that like personally to like be like, yo, I'm just gonna jump above all these stand-up comics who've been doing this for years and just like headline a show. Like I would never do that. But I wouldn't do open mics just for that reason. Because if I'm gonna do it, I want to be it in front of a crowd and either just fucking suck or get some like actual feedback. But like you said, you do open mics. When you do an open mic, if you're doing stand-up comedy, you pay. Sometimes you pay.
Most of the time.
You pay to be on it, and they pull a name, and they go, okay, now this person goes up. Sometimes you pay, and you don't even get up. Like they don't even let you go on there because they only have a certain amount of time before a show starts or whatever. So you don't even get to go do it. So you go in there, and even if you get your name pulled, you go up there and you get 2 minutes and you tell some jokes, but everyone's looking down at their jokes, trying to memorize their jokes, or they're like hypercritical of what you're saying. Like it's not an audience who's there for comedy. So it's like a very backwards kind of way of working on it. But I don't know, man. That whole industry, especially in the beginning, is very much like relationships. Like you have to know people, get on their good side, and like entertain. Like if you can make friends with the owner of a club and they just think you're a funny guy, then they'll put you up, regardless of hearing your stuff or not. But yeah, it's a tough thing. I still think that you could do that, but yeah.
I kind of wish you would take like the funny answer and just be like, no. All right, the last question I have is, this is very, existential of me.
Awesome.
Do you think you are addicted to attention?
Do I think I am addicted to attention? I don't know. I always try to let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm an introvert or an extrovert?
Introvert.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
A lot of people don't realize that the person they get on camera, and I don't think this is just with you. I think it's with a lot of people in the realm of comedy, whether it be, you, Bo Burnham, fucking Chris DiStefano, I don't think they realize that the person they get on screen and the person that they get in real life are different people. And from knowing you, the person that you are in front of the camera and the person you are behind the camera, they're different. I'm not saying they're vastly different. You're not like behind the camera some fucking super, neo-Nazi. Like,
Why would that be
but I'm saying like I've seen you in public. I've seen you in front of people that recognize you, and I've seen you in crowds. I've seen you with our friends. I think that with people that you're comfortable with, you are you. You're in front of the camera. You're Joe. You're laughing. You're joking. You're fucking blah, 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 blah. But in front of people you're not necessarily that comfortable with, you are an introvert. You like to, kind of hang with the people that you know. You like to stay more to yourself than with others. Where put me in front of a crowd of people I don't know, I'll and I'm not like trying to sing my own praises, but I think that we're different in that way. Is like
100. It's like with black, like day.
I think like, in front of a crowd, like hypothetically, I put you on a stage in front of people you don't know, 100 people you don't know. You'll be like a lot more, I think, uncomfortable than you would be comfortable. Where I would figure it out. Like I enjoy meeting new people. I do it in my regular job in addition to like, just being an individual. I do believe you're more of an introvert. And people don't realize that when they meet you in public, when they recognize you and they see you and they're like, "Oh my God, you're Joe Santagato." You are very, as you said it earlier, you are very low key. You have your core groups of people. You kind of like, you're chill, and you like to keep it that way. Where me, I will be out and people will recognize me and be like, "Oh, cool, great." I'm a lot louder than you. You know, and I'm not saying one is more right than the other, but I do believe that you're more of an introvert than an extrovert.
Yeah, I feel like I go back and forth with it. Like, I honestly feel like I have multiple sides where sometimes I just don't like the expectation. Like, there's been times people meet me in my life and they're like, "Oh man, you're a lot quieter than I thought." And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not fucking like, I don't need to be on 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be like telling jokes or, you know, making you laugh or, you know, anything. Like, I'm just fucking chilling. Like, I don't need to be like anything right now. But I don't know. I would be interested in asking a lot of our friends that, like, do you think I'm an introvert or an extrovert? Because an easy answer for people who don't know me is an extrovert. And I do consider myself both. I do consider myself a little bit of an introvert as well, because there's been times where I'm out in public and I'm like, I really just don't want to be, like, I'm not always the dude who's like drunk dancing around and like doing whatever, but there are times that I am that dude, and I'm kind of like, you have certain friends where it's like you go out to a bar and they're the only ones dancing, you know, like sometimes I am that guy and sometimes I'm not. Like, it really just goes back and forth, you know, kind of like with that thing. But as far as the being addicted to attention, I think that's like a whole other thing. Like, I don't know that I'm addicted to attention. I might be. I might be, because I've just been kind of like, it's a byproduct of what I do for a living. Of like, attention is how I earn money, basically. Is I have to have people interested in whatever I'm doing, or, you know, this has to be funny, this has to be entertaining or well thought out or whatever. Like, there has to be attention involved in these things, and that's honestly one of the things that really bothers me a lot, is that I think that's horrible. Like, and that's one of the things I talk about in therapy all the time, is that like the addiction to attention is just very toxic, and I don't think it's getting anyone anywhere. And I'm like sort of forced to be in that world to where it's like, yo, you are addicted to attention, and like you need to whatever. Because I never really cater to anyone. Like, I don't read comments. If someone was like, yo, this is offensive, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't really care, because I know who I am and I know my intention. It's like, you could be offended but I don't fucking know you. And like, you can either unfollow me or do what you want. Like, I'll deal with the consequences, like whatever. I'm ultimately, at the end of the day, going to make a decision that's not based upon a random viewer. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I have to stick to me. It's kind of worked for me up until this point, and I think that's why people like me, is because I don't do that. There's a lot of people that do, and it's fucking obvious that they just cater to everyone's comments or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I just don't do that. I just kind of just do me and just have fun and like do whatever. But I do think there's a part of me that is addicted to attention, but I'm trying to like rectify that, especially now. I mean, if like over the past year, I've been like super low key and not really like doing anything for the most part, doing the show obviously, but not really like going out there and like doing extra shit, because I don't know. I don't think it's good. I think that there's a certain amount that's good, and creating content and like treating it as a job is one thing, but to like put your self-worth and all this validation about your life into this sort of thing is just stupid. It's pointless.
All right.
I don't know if anything that I just said just made sense,
Dude,
but
I am. All right, wait. How much you got left?
in this,
Yeah.
a good amount.
Oh.
Why?
I was just say let's like end the episode on a good note. Let's never do this again. Ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Patrons. It was only for you. For you, the people.
The paper.
Big.
You say bacon?
I don't know what I said,
Bacon.
but I'd love some bacon.
I would fuck bacon up right now.
You don't eat pork anymore because you're Muslim. So I am...
Not Muslim.
Are you?
I'm not really anything. Dude.
I thought you converted. So
Are you something?
I'm me, baby.
No, but I think I'm Catholic. I don't really know the difference.
I was baptized something, but I don't give a fuck about it.
Okay, that's heavy. But you're Greek something. Greek.
Baptized Greek Orthodox.
There you go.
But I don't.
What does that mean? You believe in Hercules or some shit?
Yeah, like me, fucking Hades, Hephaestus.
Damn, you guys pray to Medusa or something?
Yeah, we're just hanging out oh my god, give me speed, Greek god of Nike.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
No, Nike is the god of victory or something.
Well, yeah, whatever.
And we know that's not happening.
All of it's fake.
Yeah.
So,
what's the difference between Catholic and Christian?
I think one of them is allowed to drink wine and the other's not. Don't ask me.
Literally, that would be funny if that's the difference.
If it is,
it's not.
Hilarious. I don't tend to talk about religion because I know nothing about it.
That's good.
See?
I don't think anyone really knows anything about it. That's the point. It's all based upon guesses.
Yeah. Books that were written thousands of years ago.
Yeah, I don't even I'm talking about a video I made literally 10 years ago. We're talking about a book that was made thousands of years ago.
I
wouldn't listen to me back then. Also, everyone died back then by the time they were 23. Pretty much everyone I know is under 23 is a fucking asshole.
The average life expectancy was legitimately, it was 20. And it was imagine if the wisest people you knew were 20 years old.
Yeah, I'd be let's get some more life experience.
I don't know about this. This doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Socrates was I'm going to tell you everything that there's
Socrates
to know.
had some stuff. That
he
was
had,
but
he was also only fucking 14 years old when he died.
Dude was wise beyond his years.
Might have been older than that.
Who are we talking about? Pluto?
Socrates.
Same guy.
100,000% the same
They were just
person.
anyone that... Who was the person that is famous for going, why? That's how fucking easy it was back then.
I think it's Socrates.
Socrates was just why?
Yeah, they were Greek.
Yo! Everyone's yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, they were Greek. They were fucking each other. They were living the dream wearing fucking sandals.
Yo, crazy.
What a fucking easier time.
Do you think that you would have been fucking dudes if it was more socially accepted or not?
I mean, personally, I'm not attracted to men.
Yeah, but how much of that is because you're told not to be attracted to men?
I think physiologically,
that's a word.
I don't feel any
you don't think that if you were back in Sparta and they were yo, in order to be a man, you gotta fuck a dude.
Different question.
And
if it was yo, be the biggest fucking warrior in the world and fuck this guy, or don't, I'd be
slamming that guy.
But see, that's the pressures of society.
That's what I'm
peer
saying.
pressure.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying if we're just base level. Personally, I am not attracted to men.
Me neither. But
so I'm not going to be fucking any guys.
I'm not not either though. You know what I mean?
No, I could say confidently.
You see Thor and you're dude. I mean, maybe.
I can look at a man and be that's a good looking man. I see why people find that attractive. Personally,
you look at Chris Hemsworth and you go, yo, Valentine's Day if I'm alone by myself and I'm bored.
I mean, I get it, but I don't want to fuck him.
Yeah, I just kind of want to hug him.
Live him.
You ever want to hug a man?
Love him.
Just love a man.
I love hugging, period.
Yo, hugging's fire. We need to go to bed. This is over.
Why did I take a shot I was fucking...
I don't know what the hell...
Hodor.
You've been doing... You've been doing that, and it's freaking me out. All right, we're going to get out of here before Frank...
This 7 beers.
This conversation is going into
Where's yours? Give me your empties. On the table.
They're over here. All right, we're going to end this before it gets any further.
Why?
Because it's been an hour and a half.
Oh, frat.
43 minutes? Josh is going to be pissed off at me.
Frat as fuck, dude. Who cares? He works for you. Fire him.
No, I would never in my life.
You'd fire me before Josh.
I owe Josh so much. I do.
Do you?
No, I do. I love Josh.
Can we sing before we leave?
No. What are you talking about?
What do you want to sing?
I literally just said I don't. Where can they find you? Well, this is Patreon, so you don't even have to answer me.
Where you're going to take me home tonight? Oh, down beside the red light.
My dog's getting upset.
Oh, no, he's not. You gonna let it on, hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the rocky world go
I'll
round.
probably get copyright.
Bing, ging, goong, bang, ga-dang, 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 ga-dang,
Guys, this has been-
bang, ga-dang, ga-dang, ga-dang.
Guys, this has been
Big
Power Hour. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm gonna get out of here for Frankie's sake because this is when he starts going off the rails. But yeah,
I've been singing with my band.
we'll see you guys next time.
Across the land, I see every blue-eyed floozy on the way.